Hello and welcome back to What Is, the channel where we dive headfirst into the world's most fascinating topics, one question at a time. Today, we're tackling a big one, a truly monumental concept that has shaped cultures, inspired art, and guided billions for millennia. Today, we ask, what is Hinduism? Now, before we even begin, let's get one thing straight. If you're expecting a neat, tidy, one-sentence answer, you might be in for a bit of a surprise. Hinduism isn't a religion in the way some others are. It doesn't have a single founder, like, say, Jesus Christ or the Buddha. It doesn't have one single holy book that everyone agrees is the book. It's more like a giant, incredibly vibrant, ever-evolving spiritual ecosystem. Think of it less like a perfectly manicured garden and more like a wild, ancient forest. Beautiful, diverse, and with more paths than you can possibly count. So, where do we start? Perhaps with its origins. Hinduism traces its roots back thousands of years, all the way to the Vedic period. Imagine ancient sages sitting under starry skies, contemplating the universe, the nature of existence, and their place within it. They didn't just invent myths. They explored profound philosophical questions. These early explorations gave rise to texts like the Vedas, which are considered among the oldest scriptures in the world. They're not just stories, they're hymns, rituals, and philosophical reflections. Now, if you ask a Hindu what their religion is, you might get a lot of different answers. And that's okay, because Hinduism is a tapestry woven with countless threads. You'll find people who are deeply devoted to specific deities, like Vishnu, the preserver, often depicted as blue-skinned and incredibly majestic, or Shiva, the destroyer and transformer, who can be depicted as deep in meditation or dancing with cosmic energy. And then there's the immensely popular goddess, Devi, who manifests in numerous forms, fierce and protective like Durga, or gentle and benevolent like Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth and prosperity. And let's not forget Ganesha, the elephant-headed god, who's the remover of obstacles. Honestly, who doesn't need a little help with that now and then? He's like the divine IT support of the universe. But while devotion to deities is a cornerstone for many, it's not the whole story. Hinduism also emphasizes a concept called Dharma. Now, Dharma is another one of those wonderfully complex words. It's not just about duty or righteousness, though it encompasses those. It's about living in accordance with the cosmic order, fulfilling your role in the grand scheme of things. It's about living a life of purpose, integrity, and compassion. And this brings us to karma. You've probably heard of karma. What goes around, comes around. In Hinduism, karma is the principle of cause and effect. Your actions, your intentions, create consequences that ripple through this life and, importantly, future lives. It's not about punishment or reward from a judge in the sky, but rather the natural unfolding of your own deeds. It's a powerful reminder that we are the architects of our own destiny. And speaking of future lives, we encounter the concept of Samsara. This is the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. It's the continuous journey of the soul, evolving and learning through different lifetimes. The ultimate goal for many Hindus is Moksha, liberation from this cycle. It's about achieving spiritual freedom, recognizing your true divine nature, and realizing your oneness with the ultimate reality, often referred to as Brahman. Brahman. That's another big one. Brahman is the supreme, unchanging, absolute reality that underlies all existence. It's the source from which everything arises and to which everything will eventually return. It's the cosmic consciousness, the divine substratum. And here's where it gets really interesting. The Upanishads, a later set of Vedic texts, famously state, Tat Tvam Asi, thou art that. Meaning, the individual soul, the Atman, is essentially identical with Brahman. You are that. Think about that for a moment. The divine spark within you is the same divine spark that animates the entire universe. Mind-bending, right? It is a profound concept that fosters a deep sense of interconnectedness with all beings and all of creation. Now, how does one practice Hinduism? Again, there's no single rulebook. You'll find elaborate temple rituals, with priests offering prayers and performing ceremonies. You'll find vibrant festivals, like Diwali, the Festival of Lights, celebrating the triumph of light over darkness, good over evil. Or Holi, the Festival of Colors, a joyous explosion of playfulness and togetherness. You'll also find deep personal practices like yoga and meditation, which are not just physical exercises but profound spiritual disciplines aimed at controlling the mind and body to achieve inner peace and self-realization. And then there's the path of bhakti, or devotion, expressed through prayer, chanting, and surrender to the divine. For some, it's the path of jnana, or knowledge, through study and contemplation. And for others, it's karma, yoga, selfless action performed for the good of all. So, what is Hinduism? It's a philosophy that questions the very nature of reality. It's a spiritual path that encourages self-discovery and inner transformation. It's a way of life that emphasizes compassion, duty, and the pursuit of knowledge. It's a rich, diverse, and deeply personal journey. It's a tradition that has embraced and absorbed so much over its long history, adapting and evolving while holding onto its core principles. It's a commitment to seeking truth, understanding the self, and living in harmony with the universe. It's not about blindly following dogma, but about exploring, questioning, and experiencing. It's about recognizing the divine in everything and everyone. Perhaps, in its truest essence, Hinduism is a continuous search for meaning, for connection, and for the ultimate truth. And that, in a nutshell, or perhaps a very large, intricately carved nutshell, is what Hinduism is. It's a journey that continues to unfold, and one that has enriched the lives of countless people for thousands of years. If you found this exploration enlightening, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to What Is for more deep dives into the world's most intriguing subjects, and tell us in the comments below what other What Is questions are on your mind. We love hearing from you. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep discovering.